Now I would like to explain how to set up the all-screen applications. First of all, you need to go to Amplify console, okay? Amplify console to access your application, and you need to got the domain name here. You click it, and then you will able to access the web application. And before that, we have to double check something. For example, you need to go to the back end and then click on the authentication. And since this is new application, when you check it, you should be go to the console. You will find that you may want to adjust something. For example, you want to reset the set the password policy to be simplified or longer password as you like. And this is actually the deployment is in confirmation, but later on you can change some rule here. And there is new application, so there's no user, but there's a pre-divided group for teacher and student. and and something you need to check before you product in production, as the occasionally the amplify firmware will reset the environment variable. I don't know the reason why, but you need to check the PSI of trigger and also the POSI of trigger. Please click on the lambda function to double check the setup. In here, for the lambda function, this is this is provided by Amplify Framework to register to restrict the domain name for registration. And here is the rule. You double check it. If the rule is here, and it means you can only allow this domain name or this domain name with comma. Since this is for teacher vtc.edu.hk, and this is for our my student stu. And another thing you can double check is to make sure the lambda function run properly. You can set up the POSI trigger. The POSI trigger is the logic is that the default user after the registration, which group we will belong to. You can scroll down and double check the after the registration success, the default group of the user will be in student. Okay, once you check the lambda function, both of them with the proper domain name setup, you can now try to register a user. And okay, this is the app. This is the register the user here. Overview, and then get the domain name again. Yeah, this one. Okay, and you need to create an account, as you know, and you check it in your Cognito user book. There is no user at all, but you can try import user. For example, you can try download if you don't want to let your student to fill in everything. You can try it, but I haven't done it before, as I just let my student register account themselves so that they can set their username as they like. Okay, yeah, and now create an account. Just pick a name, username you will remember. As the login default setup, we are use username but not email. So we do remind your student to log in with their username but not email. And then you need to create a password that is complicated enough to achieve the policy here. For example, 8 character with the special setup. And finally, they have to provide the proper email address that is related to the lambda function. You see the default constraint of the domain name. And for mobile number, at this moment, the mobile number is not verified. But in the future, we will have some integration to the Amazon Connect, so that the system will able to call your student automatically. For example, he is absent in the class, and then give them a call or send them an SMS later. So you do ask them to provide a proper correct phone number here. For now, but now you just randomly pick a number is fine. Okay, now you create the account, and then you will receive an email. Wait for a second. Okay, the code is come. I got an email and then got the verification codes. Click confirm. This is the account, but this account will be the student account. Okay, it will be a student account, and by default when you confirm it and click on it, and this is a little bit slow, and you can please go to the console and go to user and group. you should see the new user. This is called myself. But when you click on the user, but this is just for teacher. For teacher, you need to remove the student group and then add the teacher into the teacher one. Otherwise, the interface will be different. This is something different for students. Student, they will default you just register it will be a student. Now, after you change your group into a teacher, you can log in. You log in into the system first. And okay. Okay, this is the teacher view. And for the demonstration, I need to have some student. And since I don't have other email account, I will just create some user here. Just add one student here. I create a student, call student, and then give him an okay. You don't need to send anything. It's just fixed account, and I take a password for the student. Make sure you have to have the extension here, and okay, something, yeah, and the email, you need to have the email for the student. Maybe your number for my school is the number stu.edu.hk. But for the real situation, your students should register an account themselves. Just follow the step before. And now I create a student account so that I can do the demo. Okay, yes. Oh, I have the typo. Yeah, I have the rule. Here also execute the lambda function. vtc.edu.hk. Okay, now I got an account here for course student. You click on it and then add them. Since this manual registration, it will not trigger the lambda function, so you need to add it to the student. But for the general case, they register themselves, they will have the student account. And okay, you need to log in. You can log in the student account in another computer or browser. Oh, let me show you the demo. I log in it in another. Try to in another computer here. Okay, another computer. Yes. Yes, this is another computer of mine, and this one will be logged in as student. I will log in as student. I just have the account student and then the password. Okay, make sure the domain name is same as in I have two application. Okay, this is the student view. As the first time I forced to reset the password. It's created by manually. But for the real case, student register account themselves, it will not go through this step. Okay, this is student view, and then the student will see the virtual tutor for a moment. And now let me demo the how to the most important feature is get the screen from your student. And the case is you first of all you need to in the teacher view. This is teacher view. You need to create a class for your student. Here you click manage classroom. Now I need to go to the manage classroom to create a class for my student. You can use any name, but don't use something very special character or something, as this is some of the JavaScript will use name to do something. Just use simple word, my lab, class one, class two, don't have spacing, don't have special character will be better, since I don't doesn't test this too much. And now you need to input the student email, and the student email is here 1234 something, and this is the first student. This is the first student, and create a class. And you can input a lot of students at the same time. For example, they are even though they are not registered yet, okay, they are not registered, it doesn't matter. It's live right now. You can create the whole of the class here, and click submit. You will create a class. If you want to use Kendra for the Q&A, you need to provide the Kendra index ID here. and I later will provide the instruction how to make it. But since we want to save the time, we don't have the edit function for the screen. If you make something wrong, just click on the class name and then delete it to import the data again. Now, after you create a class, you can go to the all screen view. Go to the all screen view here. The student they are already logged into the system, and you may see the demo video. If you have something share screen and send message to them, it is quite straightforward. And but the most important part is that you need to pick a class. Okay, pick a class, and then after you pick a class, you will be able to enable the screen capture feature for your student. At this moment, all of your students will be in the inactive stage, as the case that you don't want your student to always upload data into your S3 bucket even though it's very cheap, but you want to save for your cost. And the second reason is that when you click on the button, if the student not yet online, okay, they are maybe late or something, some reasons, they will not get the ticket. If they don't get the ticket, they will not able to share screen so that you can know which student are late in your class. Okay, let me generate the ticket, and then you should watch this screen here will become active. Okay, I generate ticket. Okay, actually the summarian here should speed something to ask student to share screen, but since the screen capture software don't allow me to capture the voice from the mic and also and the background voice at the same time. Now student have to share their screen to your teacher, and you can click on start screen sharing for student. They will ask for a screen, and then just click it, share. This is a remote computer. And now teacher have to click on the start auto refresh and wait for a moment. The student will keep upload to Amazon SV. Okay, and then teacher will see their screen here. Okay, this is the student screen, and all of your student screen will be shared here. Since we don't have time to make something better, so this is always flashing. And later we will have a later version. We will use another technology to make the screen better. And now you are able to see all of your student screen, and then you can send message to them. You can download the attendance. This is useful feature here. For example, this moment I always start off my moment. I want to get the attendance. Okay, you can stop the refresh. At the moment you hold on here, and then you can click on the download current online record, and you will get an extra file for the current attendance. If you list out all the students in your class, for example, I should have two students in this class, and who is online, you can get the record, and the time is here. You can take snapshot of your class who is online, and other feature you may see the demo in the YouTube. You can send you can click on the screen to see the last screen of your student, and then you see one of the student do something mistake. You can send a message to them. For example, you are missing something. Then the summarian will talk to your student. Okay, will talk to the student with this message. Okay, it's speaking. You're doing something wrong. And also, if you want to send a broadcast message to your class, for example, it says, please start your lab. Please start your lab. And if you type something here, all of the students in your class will receive the message at the same time. Okay, please start your lab. It's just talking it. I don't explain how to use the feature of this most important for teachers, screen sharing, download attendance, and sometimes you may want to search your student as at your class, for example. Oh, we got a lot of students. You can type in the student email address when something keyword. This is a query for them. For example, you can type 1 2. Oh, that's no, but this is 1 2. Yeah, 1 2 something 1 2 3 4 5. This student email is you can by searching filter out the student with certain ID, and you maybe you just got the student in team or try Amazon stream, got a message there. You just ask them, give you their email address, and then you can check that screen here. And this is the main function for student for teacher view. And for student there's a lot of feature, But now I think it is okay. You just see just watch other offline demo video. You can, for example, you can enable the webcam for the face recognition. You can use the chatbot to answer the question from the subjects and talk with them. Also, if your webcam here with the face recognition here, and okay, that's the demo of how to use the system. Actually, the system is not complicated. It's quite straightforward. It's just overview. Just create a cars and then select your cars and then run a take care, start refresh, and then you can see all the screen of the student. Okay, thank you very much.